Hey guys, I'm Lillian, aka Me on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find something of interest. Today is the 11th of June 2022 and I am back with a new Flosstube update. Now, it has been over a month since I have last recorded a Flosstube update. Basically, short version of what happened. Like I told you last time, I had the event that I was organizing with my class in school. Which went well, by the way. And then after that, so that took like 2 weeks, like the weekend after I last recorded, I had that event. And then I was supposed to film again the weekend after. That didn't happen. Also, I got sick. So that took like 2 weekends. So that weekend I was supposed to record, I was like starting to get sick and I felt like, well, this is just a cold and then I will record next time, like next weekend, and then it will be fine. And that weekend I was even sicker or more sick or whatever you say. So yeah, it took a while. Then I thought, well, maybe I can record a shift with me. However, I was like coughing every 2 seconds and my voice wasn't like soothing in any way. So yeah, that didn't happen either. But here we are. So now we can finally record. I still have to cough like every few moments, but I have been feeling well for a while now. It's just a cough that's staying behind, but it's fine. However, I did contaminate my parents. Contaminate whatever you say. I like gave them the flu. So now they are sick. And if you can hear someone coughing, that's my mom. She's upstairs. Sorry for that. But I guess there's nothing to do about it. So yeah, since it has been a while, we are going to do things a bit differently than normally. Now, usually what I do is I take my projects one by one and I show them to you, and as I go I will tell you what my goals are and my Whipgo goals and whatever. However, it's been a while and it's gone over like 2 months. Well, it's been over a month in time, but then it's gone over June, the last part of June, and now the first part of May. So 2 Whipgo periods, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through my Whipgo goals first, so that we have everything clear and an overview, and then we can go into the projects. Also, afterwards I will be filming garden or plants. I will be going through my garden. Yes, I will show you my garden. Both would be way too much, but then next time I will record my plants. Both of them have a lot to show, so that's why it's hard to pick which one I would show you. So if you would like to see that, stick around to the end and I will show you my vegetable garden. Whipgo. Okay, so this is my Whipgo board. Now, the way I keep track of things is all of the white spaces, the white blocks, are the ones that are not called yet. And then you have these darker bits. Those are the blocks that have been called and finished in time. And then these lighter gray areas are the ones that have been called but not finished yet. So, then also I have put a circle around the numbers that have been called in May or June. And June. So you will notice that there is one lighter block that is not does not have a circle around the number. That's because a few months back I was not able to finish my goal on Twilight Bridge in time, and I have still not finished it, so this one did not get finished in time. Then you have these 4 and that one. In May, number 8, 13 and 14 were called, and I only managed to finish the goal on Spring Queen. Yeah, so Waterhole Master I did not finish in time, and Tiger I also did not finish in time. So I did not finish them at all, actually. There are no finished goals that were not finished in time yet. So those were called in May, and I only finished Spring Queen. And then Waterhole Master, no wait, those three. And then Tiger and Twilight Bridge, so 2 pages, yes, 2 pages on Tiger and Twilight Bridge were called for June, for this month. So that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, so what I'm doing also, for those of you who are new or have not heard it yet, have missed it. What I'm doing with my reward system is whenever I get a row or a column done, so a bingo, basically a Whipgo, I will add $5, €5 to my spending budget for cross stitch for my crafting. And then that will only include the ones that were finished in time. So those that were, so this row, for example, and this column, or row and column, will not be able to give me $5 anymore. So that's what I'm doing. Hope that was kind of clear. Now we will go into everything. Now the first project is actually the one project that I finished or started this year and is not on my Whipgo board. That is this Ukraine pattern. I am stitching this in order to support Ukraine and everyone that is involved in the war in some way, or affected by the war, if you can say. So first of all, to just memorize or be aware of what's happening whilst I'm stitching on this. And second, what I'm also doing is, while I'm stitching on this piece, everything that is donated in my Ko-fi link down below, I will donate to Giro 555, which is a place here in the Netherlands where you can donate, and like there are 11 or 12 major charities that are like working under the name Giro 555. So whatever you donate there will be divided over like Save the Children, the Red Cross, all of those huge charities. So that's what I'm doing. This is where I got to. I have only done, wait, let me show you where I was last time. And then this is where I got to. If I remember correctly, I worked on more of the blue and I added the heart. Sorry for the needle. I should put a needle minder on here. But yeah, so I've only done 94 stitches since you've seen this last. And that's because I need more of the colors. I have only got 3 of the colors, the ones that you see on the screen. And there are 4 more that I need. And I have ordered them, but they are not in yet. So once I get those, I can hopefully start stitching on this a bit more. Yeah, so that is Ukraine. Then we've got Waterhole Master. Now, I did not finish my goal on this, like you've seen. But first, this is Waterhole Master. This is a chart, artwork by David Penfound, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This was my very first Heaven and Earth Designs. And I have only done 200 stitches since you've seen it last, and it is now up to 9.24%. There is still a thread on my needle, which is not attached, so I'll just put it aside for now. So I will insert here what it looked like last time. And here we are now. And I believe you probably don't see the difference. But what I've done is I have added 200 more stitches in areas with the colors. So there and like there and in the butterfly. I believe those were there, the green ones. But there mostly and there. And then there are some loose, some separate stitches in there, some colored ones. So this is what I've done. Starting to look beautiful. So for those of you who are new, last year I did all of the black, all of the 310, and now I am finally working in the colors, and I'm working like stitching the ones with the least amount of stitches first, and then moving on to the ones with more stitches per color. And so I will end with the one with the most amount of stitches, and then hopefully that's like easy filling in. Yes, okay. Then next up is Spring Queen. This is my second Heaven and Earth designs. I have, by the way, I've stitched on every piece that I own, every whip that I have, since I've last recorded. So this is like a whip parade, basically. I don't own a lot of whips, if you compare me to other channels. There are channels out there that have tens, some have hundreds of whips, and that's insane. But I feel like I have to feel like I will be able to finish everything in my lifetime. I don't want to have as much that I won't be able to finish it. So that's why I try to keep things down a little. This is Spring Queen. This is my second Heaven and Earth designs. Artwork by Bridget Ashwood. So that's her. Beautiful, isn't she? And I have not done a lot on this yet. This has not been a focus piece like Watercolor Master has been. I have done, since I've last seen you, 501 stitches, and that completed my Whipgo goal last month in time. And I have, she's now up to 1.09%. So that is over 1%. For the first time that you are seeing this, over 1%. So if I can, I will show you what it looked like last time here. And this is what we are up to now. So last time I already reached this block, but that's the side of the page. So it's now only going down. It's beautiful. There are so many bright colors in here. I love this piece. I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but this one is my favorite. I don't think I can tell you anything else about this. No. Okay, next up. The one that I worked on the most, because this is my focus piece for the year. I would like to finish him this year. This is Tiger. Let me see. I totally forgot to prepare a tiger for this. Also, I don't know where the cover page of it went. I'm just not going to show you the cover page. I have shown you the cover page every time, and it is it's a good way done. So hopefully you don't really need to see the cover page. Tiger is a chart that I got off Etsy. I'm stitching him on 28 count Joblin 2/2 full cross with the cut for DMCs. And I totally forgot, Ukraine is on 18 count Ada. And both of my heights are on 28 count easy count Swigart fabric. So now, this is Tiger. Oh, I will show you where it was last time. Here. I'm so sorry. I am starting to get into showing you where it was last time. I have never done that, basically, and now I've finally decided that I want to. So, there we are. A bit more back. So what I've been working on is in here, and I have finished this page, and I'm now working down in this page. And when I finish this that would be my goal for June completed. This is now done up to 79.07%, so almost 80. And I have done 1498 stitches since I've seen you last. So that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then I will insert some clips in here. I live in 2 cities, so here in Apeldoorn and also in Leeuwarden, where I study. And whenever I work on a piece there that I'm not planning on bringing back home with me, I record some clips there, like before and an after, to show you what I'm doing there. So I will insert those here. Hey guys, I am in Leeuwarden, and as you can see I am going to stitch on Twilight Bridge tonight. Now, it has been a while since I've had to record in here, and I know the colors on this footage is not the best. This is my new phone. It was not very expensive and the camera is not that great. I will try to keep recording stuff on my old phone for the videos. However, I do not have my old phone with me right now, so I will have to deal with this. But there will come a time where you will be able to see Twilight Bridge recorded with a new or a good camera again. But for now, this is how I'm going to show you. So this is Twilight Bridge. This is a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. I'm stitching everything that came with the kit, including the 18 count Ada. And I am stitching it in diagonals. And my goal for this month is to finish this page. I have already started this page because I've had this goal once before where I had to finish this page a few months back, but I did not make it by far. So this month we are going to do our second attempt and see how far we get. Now I am going to stitch. I do not have a lot of time tonight, but in a second you will see what I was able to do. And here we are, a few moments later, and I like to believe I have done a fair bit. Now this is very slow going. It also feels even more slow going since this is the longest diagonal in the page. So it takes a long time to have like a mini finish. However, I have done 190 stitches. Now I did do this one stitch that is technically outside of the diagonal. However, I was stitching with a very short thread and I was done with the color in this diagonal, and that was the only one. This stitch was the only one of that color in this next diagonal. So I chose to just stitch it. I did not count it within the 190 stitches, so technically I have done 191, but I will count it as soon as I get back up in the other diagonal and past this stitch. So that is what I've done. I'm kind of happy with it, and I hope to be able to film this weekend. in which case this will be the last clip. And otherwise you will see the next clip now. Okay, I believe that's it. So if you were here only for the stitching, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Then a tiny bit of life update. Me and my boyfriend have booked a vacation to Turkey. We will be going to a resort for a small, like short week. Like 7 days, 6 nights, but we are flying there like late in the evening, and then we go back early in the morning, so it's basically 5 days. However, still nice and fun. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm already thinking about like what can I bring with me, like what kind of stitching. And I will wait for the Whipgo goals for next month to come out. Whipgo numbers to be called. Yeah, because we are going on the 2nd of July. And yeah, I'm so excited. But I kind of hope that either Waterhole Master, yeah, Waterhole Master is called, because if Waterhole Master is called, I can just take like the colors that I plan on using next, instead of taking my entire box of DMC, which is huge. So yeah, we will see, and I will let you know. And I will see if I can, like, if we take some pictures or some video clips, I can put those in afterwards. But it's a long way around. Still, it's getting close, but still, it's almost a month away. So yeah, you will see me again before I go on vacation. I hope. If it doesn't take another month. But we will see. So I will take you upstairs and I will show you my plants. Just kidding. I did not take you upstairs yet. We are still downstairs, and these two guys I have put in this windowsill because the windowsill that I have upstairs is north facing, so there's not a lot of light, and most of the plants do fine there. However, these two are not doing well. This Syngonium albo is not rooting, and this Philodendron White Princess is kind of dying. So I hope she will make it. But I feel like maybe it's part because of the light. So I've put her downstairs by this window. And this is west facing? Yeah. So in the evening, or east, west, I believe. In the evening, this gets a little bit of sun, but then this is also covering them, so they don't get direct sun, but this gets a little bit more bright sun, if you know what I mean. So hopefully that will be enough to get this guy to root, especially. I would really like to have an albo, Syngonium albo, but we will see. If you have any tips on how I can get this guy to root, please let me know. Now we go upstairs. So here we are upstairs, and some of you might notice that there are some huge plants missing. I sold off my mother plants of my coleus, so both of the, like the green one as well as the red one. And I did keep some propagations, so I'll show you those in a second. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sustain my plant hobby by like selling off the ones that I have multiple of, duplicates. So that's why I sold them. Then here in the corner we have my succulents, the Haworthia and the Aloe Vera variegated. Both doing great. I am going to repot my Haworthia because there are some, this is getting quite big for the pot, as well as there are some pops coming out of the sides, if you can see there. And I would like to get those off if I can. The Aloe Vera, I'm not sure if I am going to repot that yet. but we will see if I feel like it. Then we have the red coleus propagation that I kept and the green coleus propagation that I kept. And off of those I did chop some other propagations. And those are here. So they are doing great. I'm going to pot those up in a second, or like hopefully today or tomorrow or soon. And yeah, so those are my coleuses. And then there in the corner there's a tiny mint propagation. And I will show you the mother plant of that as well in a second. Here we have my Delia, which is doing amazing. She is putting out so much new growth. It's insane. And then this too. This is my Syngonium white butterfly. Let me turn you around so you can see. This is doing absolutely great. There are so many growth points. To begin with, there were like 5 separate growth points in here. And they are all producing more leaves one after another. And then also there are new growth points. If you can see those tiny leaves, those are new growth points. So this is a really bushy plant, and there is even more bushiness coming on the way. So maybe I would have to repot this soon. Not yet, but hopefully soon. And yeah, doing great. Then in this windowsill we have my aloe vera. This is one of the bigger plants that I had. I got this as a, like, there were 5 pops and 2 mother plants in one pot. This was one of the mother plants, the other one I gave to a friend. This is doing absolutely great, growing really fast for a succulent in my experience, so great. And then there are 2 of the pops out here. Those outer leaves of the small one were already looking funky, but I don't feel like cutting them off, so I will just leave them on for now. And the bigger one, absolutely doing amazing. They are all feeling really firm and healthy, so perfect. Then we have a banana plant, which is also doing great. And yeah, putting out new growth really fast. And my Christmas cactus, which is also doing great. They're all doing great, guys. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And this put out, like 2 months ago, it put out new leaves everywhere, and they are almost mature now. Like this one, that one, that one. And yeah, once they mature, or if it starts to produce more leaves, I will have to see. I think I'm going to take some segments off of the bigger plants, because there are 2 plants. There's one there, and this is the bigger one. Just to even them out, and then I can either put the segments that are rooted back into this pot to make it fuller, or I can make new little plants out of them, or both. We will see. Then down here we have the mother plant of the mint. I traded a lot of seeds for a mint plant and a sunflower. The sunflower did not survive, but I thought she was like going to give me a bigger mint plant, and instead she gave me like a little branch that was rooting in this thingy. So yeah, that was kind of not worth it, but still I made someone happy with the seeds, so it's fine. And we will have some mint hopefully soon to harvest. Then we have my Echeveria here. This, if you notice, has been repotted in the same pot, but I took out the pop and I took off some leaves. And I will show you those in a second, because I'm propagating those. But here we have 2 of my spider plant pops. I put those in water. I don't think you have seen that, because it has been over the span of the last month. But those are the pops, the 2 biggest ones that I had. There are still a lot of pops on the mother plant, and I took off 3 smaller ones and I gave those to my dad. But as you can see, this is fun, because I took one off, for example here, and then along this stem, everywhere, there are new pups growing, and these two are getting big already. Like, so now that I have taken off pups of this plant, it has encouraged the plant to grow more pups, and that's just beautiful. So yeah, also doing great. I'll show you the Monstera in a second, but first, these are the propagations that I have of the Echeveria. The bigger leaves somehow are not really doing well. One by one they are starting to rot. However, if I can show you, the pup is doing amazing. There are some roots on there. Let me see if I can actually show you. Yes, there's a root, for example. So what I'm doing is I am just leaving them in here, and I'm dampening the soil every once in a while. And when I go to Leeuwarden, I just pop the lids on, which are see-through, clear, so that the humidity stays in for a little bit longer. And otherwise, when I'm here, I miss them like daily. So let's see and hope that these all grow new succulents for me. Then we have the Monsterass, which they are doing amazing. So we have this bigger plant, the biggest one, that has a new leaf coming. And I did chop off the head of this one, because it had this one funky tiny little leaf that did not develop right, because it's decided to come out right before dormancy. And I put it in here to root, and I did tried to prepare the root for this. I did wrap it in saran wrap with damp kitchen towel underneath, and that did work, so I am pretty optimistic that this will work. And now this plant is going to my best friend. So I will have a lot more room, even more room in here. And then we have my, what I call teenage Monstera, with a smaller and a bigger plant in here. So there's this bigger one, which also is producing a new leaf. That's the mother leaf, and then there's a new leaf. And then behind there's this smaller Monstera, which is not yet producing a new leaf, but she feels like she might pop soon. Yeah. And then we also have what I call my baby Monstera, with two smaller ones. And they are also producing new leaves, at least one there. So, also doing great. Then we have one last plant to show you, which is my Philodendron Pink Princess, and she is out here in the dark, away from the rest, because, if you can tell, this new leaf got out really funky. I do love the back of the leaf though. But yeah, I don't think this is going to straighten out anymore, because she had or has thrips. And currently only see one, and I didn't see one for 24 hours before this, so they are definitely reducing. I am just like smushing all of them when I see them, and when I am confident that they have been gone for like a week, then I will put her back with the rest. But for now she is kept in isolation. Yeah, there was a new leaf coming out of this new growth point, or new, I don't know if this is like a smaller plant beside it or like a growth point that came out of the mother plant, but there's a new leaf. And then this is also producing a new leaf, as you can see. So yeah, hopefully she will just survive, and I am pretty confident that she will. And yeah, so those are all of my plants right now. Next time, hopefully like in 2 weeks or so, I will show you my vegetable garden, because that needs an update. And yeah, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, happy stitching. Bye guys.